Good afternoon, everybody. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner. It is February 20th, 2012. It just happens to be my birthday, and I happen to be right in front of Mugshots Bar and Grill. And if you go down here, we are actually on the corner of Front and Center Street. You see Johnson Law Group here. And the only reason why we're showing you all this is because this is a prequel to all the things we're going to be doing in the not too distant future. This is downtown Front and Center. We are in Bloomington, Illinois, and right down there, as you can see, is Kelly's Bakery and Cafe. Now, why are we showing you all this? There's a Commerce Bank down there and a CVS way down there. But why are we showing you all this? Not for any of those businesses. No, no, no. The reason why we're here, and you should have guessed this by now, I'm sorry I didn't find this last year, but I'm here today to show you the first of 4 Looking for Lincoln signs that I'm going to find here today. Now, I also wanted to thank Ruth Cobb for showing me where these 4 signs were, and I also wanted to thank the principal of the Thomas Metcalf School because she helped me find one of the signs as well. And so I want to thank everybody, a really bunch. And if you're needing parking, parking is right down in that area over there. So if you want to find the sign, here it is. I will read this to you in just a second, so stay tuned. This says, McLean County Historical Society, the Rounds Block, built 1857, listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1983. The Rounds Block was built in 1857 by brickmaker S.D. Rounds. Rudolph Richter, who was employed by Rounds, is believed to be the architect for the building. Richter was a trained architect who had immigrated to America from Prussia. The Rounds Block is one of the oldest commercial buildings in Illinois designed by a professional architect. Richter used Italianate style, which developed great popularity in the years before the Civil War. Other Richter design buildings include the old Bloomington Market House at 109 West Monroe Street and the Benjamin Schemerenhorn Building in 1857 at 208 North Center Street. The section of the Rounds Block on the right is the most original. It features cast iron columns and Joliet limestone lintels and ledges. The brick on the building was undoubtedly supplied from Rounds brickyards. The face brick is pressed and the brick on the back and side is hand molded. The Rounds brick had been the site of commercial activity in Bloomington since its construction. Economic growth fueled by the arrival of the railroad in 1853 spurred new retail and craft businesses. The first floor of these buildings housed salons, grocers, druggists, and restaurants. The upper floors were used for light craft production and as sleeping rooms for clerks and craft workers. The buildings were restored in 1995 by Woolrab Brothers Properties. Placed by the McLean County Historical Society in 1996, and here's a picture. And this sign right here is right across from this sign right here. Alright, I'll tell you more in a little bit, so stay tuned. Good afternoon, everybody. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner. I am on the corner of Grove and Robinson Street, as you can see right here. And if you'll just follow me, we go down this street here, and over here, and I will show you this in a future video. I'm not going to do it today because it's just a little too cold, but there is Constitution Trail right out in this area over here. You can kind of see it. Not real good though. Anyway, there's a little railroad track here. The reason why I bring up the railroad track is because if you continue going down here, there's a concrete company over here, and there's an A.B. Hatchery and Garden Center over here. Okay? So, A.B. Hatchery and Garden Center's over here, there's a concrete company over here, and what else did we find? A Looking for Lincoln sign. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to videotape this, and I'm going to tell you all about this in just a second, so stay tuned. Good afternoon, everyone. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner, and this over here is the Thomas Metcalf School, and way down there is Dry Grove Street. And if you keep going down here on University Avenue, you're going to find yourself a parking garage, and that's where you're going to have to park. Now, what are we doing here? This is what we're looking for. Yes, the next Looking for Lincoln sign. I'm going to read this to you in just a second, so stay tuned. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the final Looking for Lincoln sign that I'm going to be finding here in Bloomington, Illinois. This is the corner of Broadway and Irving Street, and as you can see, there's some kind of a parking garage. That's actually a Marriott out there. Okay, and we are on a little subdivider here, as you can see, like this. I know that was kind of dizzying. But anyway, this is the final Looking for Lincoln sign if you're coming here to Bloomington to find all these. Again, I wanted to thank the principal of the Thomas Metcalf School, and I also wanted to thank Ruth Cobb for helping me find all this stuff. If you see that building, and you see that Marriott, and you see all this other stuff, you'll see this. Alrighty. I thank you very much for your time. It is February the 20th, 2012. It happens to be my birthday today. Happy birthday to me. And yes, it is very cold out here, and it will be raining tonight, so as soon as I read this, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you all in a future video, so stay tuned.